putting flawless foundation is sexy cat ears to get all of our hair out of our way. Aren't I sexy? Hell yeah!
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Katie, and I really hope you subscribe to my channel before you leave today. Lots of fun stuff happening on my channel, and today, happy Thursday. I post videos every Monday and Thursday, and today we are going to be talking about how to get flawless foundation. And as you can see, I have no other makeup on because I really truly wanted to just focus on foundation. I go into a little bit of skincare. I show you the proper steps on how to apply foundation the correct way. I mainly wanted to do this video because I see so many clients, so many people that walk into Sephora that blend out their foundation so violently, and I'm like, honey, slow down there. So I really wanted to show you how, of course, this is a way that I like to apply foundation. Of course, if you have a different method, you do whatever you feel comfortable with. But for those of you who feel like your foundation doesn't last throughout the day, or for someone who has always wanted to try foundation and doesn't know how to properly do it, apply it, this video is definitely for you. So, welcome to my channel. This is how we do it on Put Your Makeup On. Let's get started. So the first step is to really make sure that your skin is properly hydrated and properly moisturized, because if your skin's not hydrated and moisturized, your foundation's gonna look like crap. So, what I like to do, this is personally the products that I like to use. Of course, you could use any products that you feel comfortable with, but the first step that I like to do is a toner, and this is the one that I really have been enjoying, and I'm so sad that it's running empty. This is by Thomas Roth. This is called the Unwrinkle Turbo Line Smoothing Toning Lotion. Now, that is a mouthful. Pretty much does everything what it says on the bottle, and basically what I like to do is just pop it on a cotton round, just like that, and I like to do this morning and night, but solely really good in the morning to do this. That way, all your moisturizer that was on the night before, you're just basically cleaning it off pretty much. And then that way, all of our skincare will sink in really nicely, and that way the foundation looks 10 times as better. The next step is a serum, and serum I definitely feel is the powerhouse to good skincare, because serums I feel really truly do the job more so than moisturizers do. So the one that I have been using is by Dr.Dennis Gross, and this is the C Collagen Brightening and Firm Vitamin C Serum. Vitamin C is amazing for brightness and for hydration, of course. It's a nice orangey color as well. So I like to just pop it on my hands like that, and I like to press it in a little first, and then spread it out nice and evenly. And don't be afraid to bring it down the neck. The neck, I feel, is sometimes forgotten, so definitely don't want to forget the neck. So the eye cream that I have been really liking is the Clinique Smart Custom Repair Eye Treatment. And this is really nice. It does have a pump, so everything stays nice and sanitary. And I basically like to pop some on the back of my hand using a ring finger. Get a little bit on there. So basically just like that. You definitely, with eye cream, a little bit goes a long way. You don't want to go overboard with eye cream. And solely under here, my dark circles are pretty bad today. Well, they're always bad, but whatever. I definitely want to keep this area nice and hydrated. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of the eye cream. And definitely when you are patting in your eye cream, you really want to make sure you pat it in and not swipe it on. Your under eye area is very extremely delicate. I like to tell my clients all the time that your under eye area, the skin is just so thin, it's almost like tissue paper. So the more gentle you are with your under eyes, they will thank you in the end. But really making sure that under eye area is properly hydrated will definitely make sure concealer glides on so much more smoothly, and that way you don't have to worry so much about creasing and fine lines peeking through. I want to move on to my moisturizer. This is going to be the last step as far as the skincare goes before I move on to primer. And the moisturizer that I've been enjoying lately is the Philosophy Take a Deep Breath. It is oil-free. It's an oxygenating gel cream, which looks like this. Oxygenating, basically it means it's going to let your skin breathe underneath it, so it's not feeling like you're wearing a mask. It's a pretty minty green color. So I'm just going to take a little bit out of the jar. Again, with moisturizers and skincare, a little bit really does go a long way. Work it between my fingers again, and then again, we're just going to pat it all in. And this one is really, really nice and soft. And again, I'm really oily to begin with, so a gel type of moisturizer does work the best for me. But again, if you are more dry, combo, whatever the case is, you could, of course, you know, go with something different, something more geared toward your skin tone. So, but if you are on the oily side, I definitely would recommend this one. Now we move on to primer. Primer, I feel, is definitely, I believe in primer a lot, honestly, because that's really going to truly be the key to making your foundation last a lot longer. The main concern is larger pores and oiliness. So I'm going to be going in with the Dr.Brandt Pores No More Primer. This one specifically targets pores and minimizes the appearance of them and actually controls the oil throughout the day. That way, especially when I'm at work, I don't have to worry about touching up. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit on the back of my hand first. And what I am going to do is just focus it on more so in this general area, because that's exactly where I have my pores. And I'm just going to kind of like pat it in ever so gently. And I could definitely see close up that it's definitely making them as if they don't exist. Oh yeah, I love this. I love this primer. It's so good. So now is when we move on to foundation. So the foundation that I have been really loving, and one that I could really truly rely on getting me through a real full workday, is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation, and I'm in the shade number 30. This is a little bit on the lighter side, which is okay because when I put on everything else, it evens out regardless. This is a beautiful medium to full coverage foundation with a matte finish. I personally do like to apply powder on top of it regardless, but I'll show you that later. So it is a squeezy tube, and I, again, like to just squeeze some on the back of my hand, exactly like this. And again, with foundation, like I always say, a little bit goes a long way. So what I'm going to do, again, you guys see me put on foundation a million times, but the same way, I like to get a little bit on the back of my hand, take my finger, and I like to just dot the foundation on, because I want to get it on the skin first. So I want to focus it more on the center. And then whatever is left over on my finger, I'll just kind of go back and forth. Because again, I want to get the foundation on my skin first. Now, I always see all of these clients that come into Sephora, and they like to do their own makeup. And they, you know, I watch and, you know, I try and guide them in the right direction on how to apply foundation. I see everyone, women, guys, men, whatever, some people I've seen apply foundation so violently and they rush. And I'm like, honey, slow down. So that is exactly what I'm telling you guys. Do not feel the need to rush putting on foundation. I understand, you know, we all have lives, kids, crazy, you know, getting ready for school, getting ready for work. But I promise you, I know I look crazy, but I promise you, if you just take a little extra time to blend your foundation out properly, you will thank me in the end. There is no need to rush putting on your foundation. So, now that we have that properly applied, because if I need more, I can always go in for more, I'm going to take my foundation brush. This is the Morphe E6. It's a nice traditional flat top kabuki. It is really nice and dense, very easy to blend. And what I am going to do, I like to kind of just stipple it everywhere first. Kind of want to spread the foundation out evenly. And then I like to buff it in ever so gently. The problem is when you see people blending it out so fast, you're not giving the foundation a chance to stick to your skin. And that can run the risk of looking cakey throughout the day. And nobody wants to look like cake. We like to eat cake. We don't want to look like cake. So just go nice and slow. And you can already see you're getting a really nice smooth canvas already. So it's nice and slow. blend in a little bit, and then I like to work it downward also. You don't want to ever blend it upward. You don't want to ever go like that, because we have a lot of peach fuzz in that area, and the last thing you want is for the foundation to stick to the peach fuzz. And again, that can cause cakiness. So again, we're just going to go nice and slow. And you can kind of go in some circle motions around the mouth. Same thing on the other side, obviously. My biggest tip as well, if you feel you have a lot of darkness under here, I would strongly advise not putting foundation under your eyes. Again, your under eye areas are very, very thin, and as far as the skin goes, so the last thing you want is to run the risk of creasing. So as you notice, I have nothing over here. So I'm not putting anything, any foundation for that matter, under the eyes, because I am going to go in with something separately. Bring it down the neck as well. Again, sometimes even if the foundation is your exact shade, just for safe measure, bring it down the neck. Not the whole neck, that's a little overboard, I feel. So the last step to this flawless foundation routine, again, I'm really oily, so I am going to be using a powder. If you are more dry, I wouldn't recommend a powder, to be quite honest with you, but again, you do you, personal preference. But I'm going in with the Bare Minerals Bareskin powder in the shade medium. It's a nice light powder, so I feel like I don't need any other coverage, so I'm just popping this on. Again, I want to get the powder on first and then blend it out. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope you guys learned something new. So give this video a thumbs up if you did, and of course leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite foundation is. I would love to know. I definitely maybe would want to do a full collection of my foundations. I love foundation. I feel like I'm a foundation whore. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure you come back next Thursday for a brand new how-to video. I will have my playlist of my how-to series listed down below, so you could totally binge watch it and really learn how to do every makeup category. So that is pretty much all I have for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave this video, or that's pretty much all I have for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye!